Hello everyone, it's Patricia. Welcome to my channel. Today I am bringing to you my Non-Scentsy wax empties for the month of January. So if you're new to my channel, basically I warm probably 3/4 Scentsy, and then I kind of supplement in with candles, vendor wax, and sometimes retail wax. So this will cover my Non-Scentsy empties for the month. Now, just as a little side note, I was warming Scentsy like crazy with the Bring Back My Bars, so I feel like I have a lot of candles here, but not as much wax melts. So anyway, let's get into it. I always start with the candles, so we're going to start with Bath & Body Works. I have a 3-wick candle of gelato, and this was one that my 7-year-old picked out at Candle Day, so I wanted to give it a try. What happened was we went to Candle Day. I didn't want to leave him here with my daughter because sometimes they fight a lot. So I brought him with me, but threatened his life and said, "You must behave." And he was doing really well. And he said, "Mommy, can we get this candle?" So I said, "Sure, no problem." So the scent notes on gelato are raspberry, strawberry, and effervescent spun sugar. This one here, I don't think I would get it again. The scent wasn't my favorite. It had like a high, almost like a tone that kind of tickled my nose, almost like an effervescent, it says effervescent spun sugar, but I don't know how effervescent spun sugar can really happen. But anyway, I don't know. I had a lot of problems with the burn. I cotton balled this sucker so many times, it was crazy. Yeah, and then it started getting really nasty. What I ended up doing was pouring off a bunch of wax and kind of starting fresh, and it seemed to do a bit better. But it did pick up kind of a bad smell at one point. So when it picked up the bad smell, what I did was I said, it had like a good wax pool, and I do try to probably limit my Bath & Body Works burning sessions to like 3 hours max. So anyway, it had a big wax pool. I just dumped a whole bunch of wax out, and then I let it harden and started it again, and it was like a new candle. So yeah, if you want to sacrifice, say you get halfway down, you're really disappointed and you don't want to return it, try doing that. I mean, it worked for me, so I still didn't like the candle, by the way, but anyway, sometimes you do things for your kids. The next one I burned was Cinnamon Caramel Swirl, and in Canada we don't get the scent notes, but I've put them in the top of the lid. So the scent notes on this are cinnamon and orange essential oils, notes of caramel, vanilla, and maple sugar. So yeah, for me, I got caramel, vanilla, maple sugar, and cinnamon. This was probably a little bit of a lighter throw than I was expecting, but it still held its own. Sometimes when you smell a candle on cold, you feel like it's going to be a certain strength, and when you burn it, maybe not so much. But I did burn this alongside of another candle, you'll see. I'm going to start, if you see any notches here, that means I cotton balled this once. Now, I just started doing this, so I can't remember if I cotton balled this more than once. But, yeah, I mean, this was a pretty good candle. I would definitely pick this up again, perhaps in the future. Third candle from Bath & Body Works I went through was Twisted Peppermint. Now, Twisted Peppermint I have on my phone here for the scent notes. Gosh, in Canada, I wish we had scent notes. Okay, so this was cool peppermint, sugared snow, vanilla buttercream, fresh balsam, and hints of musk. I'm surprised it has balsam, but it's very, almost like a medicinal peppermint. Very strong on the peppermint. Perhaps a notch too strong for me, and as it burns, it almost smells like burnt medicinal peppermint. So this one, I wrote on the bottom, I cotton balled this one twice. And I think at the end, something weird happened. I tried to relight it, and then I moved it, so it looks all weird down there. But yeah, I would not repurchase Twisted Peppermint. I do like it on occasion in the lotion here or there, but yeah, I would not repurchase that one. So we're going to move into DW Home. I have a couple DW Home candles. This one is a 15.01 ounce 2-wick in the scent Champagne Bubbles. Now, this here was the most beautiful burning candle. I have a video and I have it on my phone. If I can figure out how to get it on my iPad, I'll insert it in here. You can see it. It was truly a beautiful candle. The scent, again, I'm not crazy about effervescent scents, and I think when I bought this I really liked it, and then something changed for me. But I kept it, and it's a very heavy weighted jar. and I don't think I ever trimmed the wicks on this. It has a little bit of wax sloping up on one side, but this thing burnt down like it's so low you can't even believe it. And I mean, you can kind of see the glass here, but it's basically like just there. So it kind of self-extinguished. I didn't have any problems. I have a little bit of soot you can see up around the top. That's a little bit of soot. I do find DW Home candles do soot, but this one I could definitely smell, I would say, shy of medium for the throw. I mean, I had it in my big area, so just below medium for that one. The next DW Home, I think I'm going to leave that to the end because it's probably a standout. So we're going to move on. I have a candle by the company Illuminate in Sweet Blackberry. So this one here was a great candle. Let me read you some details here. I picked this up at Hallmark in Canada, and it's made by Paper Destiny. Like, that's what it says on the bottom. Paper Destiny Illuminate. So if you Google Illuminate, this one is 16.3 ounces, and I have the scent notes. I got them online. It says plump, sun-ripe blackberries and dark black currant join the fruitiness of sun-blushed apple and pear, sweetened with pure sugar cane and hints of cherry. So that's kind of a lot, but I basically got a sweet, tangy blackberry, and you can definitely smell currant. I don't really think I pick up any apple or pear. It's like a sweet, tart blackberry currant scent. It's really, really nice. I don't smell cherry at all. This one here is a 2-wick. I think there's soot. Yeah, there's soot on the inside. You can't really see. This was an aggressive burner. I took this off while I was burning and I just put it back on. But yeah, this was an aggressive burner. It had huge wax pools. I blew it out after about the 3 to 4 hour mark, let it cool, and then would relight it. But yeah, this one here had no problems pooling out at all. And I would try another one of these candles. I think you can get them at Hallmark for like half price sometimes. Okay, in Canada, we're going to whiz through this one because I've burned similar candles to this in the past. This one here, I don't know the size. It is 19 ounce, 1 wick in Vanilla Bean. Everyday Essentials brand is from Loblaws in Canada. And it's kind of grungy looking. But what would happen is the wick would do the banana curve. So you think you're getting a good wick, but no, it's curving. So mid candle, it would be way off to one side. But somehow this thing always self-corrected. I don't know how, but the candles, these brands, they are not very expensive, but they just chug along. So perhaps I would pick up more in the future, but I have a lot of candles right now, so I think I'm good. But one thing I really like about that candle is it really lights up the room, and it definitely has a scent throw. So I've been pleased with those. So I have 2 Yankee candles. One is in the 22 ounce large jar in silver birch. Now you can kind of see all the little rings. It's like tree rings. I don't have the scent notes for this, but it's a 1 wick. I had a little bit of sooting, you can see. This one had a crazy aggressive flame. Like, I put a picture on Instagram and the flame was so high. It's just crazy. So this was a bit of a, you know, you had to watch this like a hawk. But I think that's why I have a bit of sooting. Even though I tried to trim the wick, the flame was still really big at the beginning. This one was a really nice scent. I would say definitely at least a medium on the scent throw for this one. And it really smells like the outdoors, leaves, outdoors, bark, that birch kind of smell, and like then bump in a little cologne. Like you've gone for a walk out in the wilderness, late fall, and your boyfriend just put on, or your husband or whoever, just put on some cologne, so you're getting little whiffs of that too. It's really nice. Yeah, I was pretty pleased with this one. And we have and the year that was poured was 2018. I got that at Winners for $14.99 in Canada. They recently raised a lot of the prices in Winners. Now they're $16.99 in Canada. So the next one I picked up also at Winners. It is a 20 ounce 2-wick, I guess they're tumblers, 2-wick tumbler in the scent Cinnamon Vanilla in the hard paraffin wax. I actually picked up 2 of these. Now you can see in there, see that big blob up near the top, that big blob? That's actually oil. It was running. Sometimes I always see if I can move it. This one oh yeah, I can move it. Anyway, I got soot on me here. This one here, the scent throw was fantastic on this. Amazing. The burn, not as great. I don't know how it had such a great scent throw. It was basically a really nice cinnamon and vanilla, and almost like a carrot, like there's hints of caramel in there as well. I burned this a long times with this one. But this one here suffered from puny wick syndrome terribly. I don't think I ever cotton balled it. I just kind of let it go. I don't think I ever trimmed the wicks. I just let it go. And somehow it would still throw like a beast. So I have another one of these. I'm a little nervous about the puny wicks again, and I think one of the wicks did travel a little bit. But yeah, this was pretty good. Now my standout. I've been burning this candle for a long time. It's from DW Home. It is called Pumpkin Latte. And it is a 13.77 ounce. And what I like about this candle is simplicity. I am not huge, I mean, probably gonna get shot for this. But see, I'm not huge into the like colorful labels. I like things like this. Simple candles. I can pass on like labels like this. I just prefer simplicity. So the fact that, I mean, the only labels are like the price tags, but I just love this. It's a 1 wick, white wax. Yeah, a little bit of soot, not too bad. The scent, let me tell you about this scent. I'll read you the notes, but man, it is good. Okay, the scent of freshly brewed cappuccino accented with warm cinnamon and golden nutmeg, spun with smooth pumpkin and whipped vanilla cream. This sucker, oh, this obviously candles that are scented with coffee, they're very strong, but this thing packed a wallop. And I was so sad to see it go. When the wick was just kind of fading out at the end, I felt like I was a little bit, you know, saddened it was going to be gone. But I even put it on the warmer, but when I put on the warmer, it had slightly different scent, so I don't really know what happened with that. But yeah, this was definitely a standout. I liked a lot of my candles this month. Cinnamon caramel swirl, pumpkin latte, I liked the blackberry, I liked the silver birch, and I liked the cinnamon vanilla. So, I mean, even this regular vanilla did well, and this one was beautiful. Like, I can't complain. I had a great month, so yeah. So the other thing is I finished up a 6-pack votive from Chesapeake Bay and Hello Autumn. This was pretty good. I just picked that up at Winners. Excuse me. And I recently started a large jar Yankee in a calm and quiet place. So I have 2 votives that I've finished up so far with that one. So that concludes the candles. So we're going to move on into other stuff, which includes vendor wax, because I did not melt any retail wax this month. I kind of have been focused on vendor wax, and I feel like I didn't really empty a lot of things, but I've been melting like crazy. And I think what I'm doing is melting larger quantity bags and things like that. So, but I feel like I'm making a dent, even though it doesn't look like I'm making a dent. But anyway, we're going to get into it. We'll do the US part first. From L3 Waxy Wonders, I used up a sample. Oh, sorry. My son's school. It's not important. A sample of soap in Shining Armor. This was really nice. It was like almost like a soapy smell with like a clean steel smell. I liked it. Yeah, that's good. And from Cosmic Cleanse, a teeny tiny sample of Mango Passion Fruit Lemonade. This is like a tiny bit of cream in here. That was really nice as well. Okay, and from Sassy Girl, I finished up a bakery bag in The Night Before Christmas. This is candy cane, sweet lavender frosting, sugar cookies, and sweet cream. Her wax does really well for me in my home. I've only gotten things from a D-stash. Yeah, I found I got a lot of candy cane from this and a little bit of cookie and cream. So, all right, and from Glitterati, I've been trying to finish up things that are older. So this was from a D-stash. It was dated July 2017. It was a big piece, and I've been cutting it up into pieces and melting it. Tickled Pink. So for me, I don't know the scent notes. I tried to look them up, I couldn't find them. But I get like a pink sugar with like a sugar cookie kind of base. And lately I've been smelling tiniest hints of mint. I don't know if that's in there, it's just in my brain. But this is the second piece of Glitterati wax that I've warmed. Like I've had a lot of pieces in this bag because it was, like I said, a big piece. But I find that the wax, oh my gosh, sorry. I'm trying to turn it off, but it's not working. I'll put on silent. I find this wax, the scent lasts a long time. It's doing quite well, so I can kind of see a little bit of what the hype is with Glitterati. I would not go through the effort of purchasing it myself just because, but I've been pleased with what I've had. So if you're not interested in the Canadian vendor wax, I'd like to thank you for spending the last few minutes with me, but we're going to quickly get in. There's not a whole lot, and if you want to stay tuned and listen, yeah. So let's start with Mandala melts. So I'm going to go through some of the older stuff. I have something called Heartthrob. The scent notes on this are blackberry jam and lemon custard. This is from last January. This was not a good strength. I didn't get a lot of scent from this one. So unfortunately that would not be a repurchase for me. I got that on a D-stash though. This one here was called Olaf. And Olaf is strawberry, pomegranate, peppermint, and vanilla. This one did well for me. I could smell peppermint, I could smell like the berries, not really so much pomegranate, but I could smell strawberry a little bit, a lot of peppermint, and a little bit of vanilla. Yeah, that one was pretty good. That one did well, and it was a big, huge piece that I had to cut up. And then I have 2 little 1-ounce scent shots. This one is Pebbles. The scent notes on Pebbles are Fruity Pebbles, Strawberry Milkshake, and Marshmallow. This one was okay. I had it here in my bedroom. Not a huge standout for me. I liked it. It was okay. Didn't wow me to the point where I'd purchase more. This one I did really, really like, however. This one is called Fred. And I have a bunch of these from February, so you'll be seeing a few of them come up. This one is Honey Gingered Lime. I love lime scents. This one is really good. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. Okay, so next we're going to go with, I'll quickly go through Bonbon candles. There is a separate video that I did a warm review on this company. Right now it is closed. It will reopen sometime early February. So here's her can. She sent me these wax melts for review. I used up a pumpkin pecan waffles. This was kind of light in my big area, and I don't know if it's because I don't think this is the proper packaging. So Marion, if you're listening, I'm not sure if you are, I would check on that because I don't know if that's proper for keeping the scent in. It was a light scent, and I wouldn't want people losing out on the scent because of the packaging. Chardonnay, that was pretty good. It was a scent that kind of lingered in the room. Chai Latte was a nice creamy scent with spices. Dining at the Ritz was outstanding, probably one of the standouts of everything. This lasted over 3 days, over 30 hours. When I took it out, it still had a little bit of scent, but I just needed to move on. So it was a kind of like a vanilla base, in my opinion. I don't know the scent notes, but it was a vanilla base with it, and it felt like it had like cedar wood and maybe a little bit of sandalwood and that kind of suede, not leather, but it reminded me a lot of Scentsy's vanilla suede, but maybe a tiny bit more feminine, but that was good. Marshmallow Fireside Type was heavy on the fireside and not so heavy on the marshmallow. I would have preferred it the other way around. Ricotta Stuffed Cannoli. That was very different. It was like a pastry with a creamy vibe. And then the creamy vibe kind of turned into like a coconut slash like rice characteristic, almost like a rice pudding or something like that, how that would smell. Very nice. Pleasant. And Lucky Lemon Loops was kind of a combination of Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms, and lemon shortbread cookies, I believe. And that one was pretty good. I kind of have to be in the mood for those kind of scents, but yeah, it was pretty good. So the next one here is from a company called the Fragrance Lab, and this is all soy, which I've had this company before. I don't like the crumbly crud, but I do like these scents that they give out. This was gingerbread mistletoe. This was really nice. I liked this one. I don't know if that is a company that is still open, however. This one was a really nice scent. We have 2 more. This one was from Country Market Crafts, and there were like 3 little pieces, and it was called I Smell Snow. And the scent notes on I Smell Snow are balsam, eucalyptus, I cannot read this, citrus, and Stars Hollow, whatever that is. It is a soy coconut blend wax. And this one here, I had it going, it was 3 pieces, so I put it in 3 different warmers in my big area. I had it going, and I was like, really impressed with how strong it was. It was such a nice fragrance. It's like that minty eucalyptus with the, you know, the balsam. It was just very, very pleasant. And then I realized I even forgot to turn one of the warmers on. So the only 2 of the warmers, it was just pounding it out. So that one was really nice. I Smell Snow from Country Market Crafts. And last but not least, a great scent this month. I was kind of craving blackberry, and sometimes I do a candle and a melt at the same time. But this is from Make Sense Candles, and you can't really see it because it's kind of faded. But I'll read it to you. It's blackberry jam butter cookies. This was really good, kind of like what it says. Did very, very well. Maybe didn't last an overly long time, but the scent throw was great. I really enjoyed it. It was yummy and delicious. So thanks. That's Cindy, the owner of Make Sense. That was really, really great. So yes, that's it. So look forward to some more empties coming up next month. I'm working really hard getting through my old stuff. I'm working really hard trying to slow my roll, although Make Sense Candles did suck me in with a sale. But yeah, I'm trying to be good. And I did purchase some candles. Actually, if you have made it this far in this video, I do have a question for you. I purchased some candles from Bed Bath & Beyond. I think I purchased 5 plus a wax melt. They sent it in 4 different boxes, but one of the candles came broken. It was a Yankee. Anyway, it was a medium jar, so I think I can just put it in like a Bath and Body Works. Like all the glass was almost knocked off of the candle, so I think I just kind of flicked the rest off. It's totally clean now. I think I can just plunk it in here in one of these jars once I clean it out. But if you've had any experience in doing that, let me know, because it is a medium jar, so it's about the right height for this. So anyway, thanks for spending the last 22 minutes with me. As always, I hope you have a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.